Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Yahoo Finance Live. It's been a wild year for the markets, and some individual stocks had their time in the spotlight. At Yahoo Finance, we covered so many trending tickers this year, and who is better to talk about that than Yahoo Finance's Jared Blikre? He's got the first of 2022's trending tickers. Jared.
Yes, well, I decided to put on my party hat here, and you can see our top 10 trending tickers. There's a story behind all of these, but at the very forefront of this list is number one, Tesla. Is this any surprise? This just has been the perennial ticker. You combine that with what's happened with Twitter, and we got a lot to get into the rest of this week. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some of the indices, but I wanted to chart Tesla. Now, this is a year-to-date chart. You can see it's down, been cut in half this year. Its peak was actually a month or two before this in November of last year. But I pulled a number of tweets. And the thing is, the Tesla story doesn't really start coming into its own until you start getting into that Twitter purchase. And here is the definitive one. This came from Elon Musk on October 27th. The bird is freed. However, we do know that this was expensive for Tesla. In order for Elon to purchase that $40 billion plus purchase price, he had to sell a lot of Tesla stock. And that's when we got some of this negative price action in here, and we started seeing some of these stories develop. Here's one from Bloomberg. Musk sells another batch of Tesla shares despite vowing to stop. Billionaire unloads $4 billion more worth of EV maker stock. Latest move brings total sold to $36 billion in the past year. And I could go on and on with these tweets. I got a couple more. Musk complains of too much work after taking over Twitter. Comments reinforce what Tesla investors have feared for months, that the car maker's shares have almost halved since early April. And that's because Musk may have too much on his plate here. I will say this, he's looking into further financing some of the debt of Twitter and some of refinancing some of those sales through margin loans to Twitter, or margin loans to him through his Tesla stock. But he's saying when there are macroeconomic risks, it is generally wise to avoid using margin loans on any company, as stocks may move in ways that are decoupled from their long-term potential. Talking about specifically how much juice does Tesla stock have to produce more debt for Elon? Not as much as it did when it was trading over $400 per share. I think this is going to be a narrative for Musk and Twitter and Tesla in the new year to come.
Jared, what stood out to me on that top 10 list? Where are the meme stocks? Only GameStop was on there.
You know what? I did a comparison with 2021, and you will notice here, GameStop, the only one who made it. Now, back in April, May, February of 2021, this list was dominated not only by GameStop, but also AMC, some other meme stock names, but also crypto. We only see Bitcoin up here. That's number 8. A lot of changes this year from the previous year, and we're going to talk about this all week here at Yahoo Finance.
What's really interesting about Tesla too, and it's the drama like obviously Tesla is very broadly held by people who have been checking it on our platform, but there's also a lot to talk about, to your point with Tesla and all of that news flow. And by the way, it's not just about Twitter, of course. It's also, there have been reports about troubles in China in terms of production and demand for Tesla. There's a lot more competition for Tesla than there's ever been.
Arguably, that story has been hidden, has been masked a little bit because of all the attention on Twitter. But I think that's losing market share, going to be another potential story for investors to consider with Tesla in the new year.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are hoping it'll come roaring back.
Yes, Jared Blikre, thanks so much. Real good stuff.